A damaged craft lies hidden in the woods in West Virginia, and something non-human is moving beside it. That's just one of 30 UFO encounters caught on camera that refuse to fade away.
Okay, that's weird.
From a massive wire-like structure stretching across the moon over London, to pilots chased at cruising altitude.
It's over there!
To silent objects hovering over cities in broad daylight. These sightings were all captured. Let's find out more.
I've managed to get up to here where they can't.
In a forest in West Virginia, a tourist's camera recorded a disturbing discovery that puzzled investigators for years. Deep in the woods lay a weathered, abandoned UFO with an alien design, etched markings, and a damaged hull exposing unidentifiable internal components. As the tourist moved closer, a strange non-human creature appeared near the wreckage, with an elongated body, unnaturally bent limbs, and shifting skin. While attempting to document the encounter, the creature suddenly lunged at him. The camera fell to the forest floor and went dark. The tourist was never found. Authorities later recovered the damaged camera. Its footage remains disputed, ending with a violent blur before blackness. On June 22, 2024, residents across London reported an extraordinary sight beneath a low-hanging moon. What began as an ordinary evening quickly changed as witnesses from multiple boroughs observed the same unidentified flying object moving steadily across the night sky. The object traveled at a consistent speed and altitude, showing controlled motion unlike stars or satellites. Dozens of videos also appeared to show a massive wire-like structure stretching across the moon's surface, visible from different locations. Astronomers were unable to explain the phenomenon, and the synchronized sightings made it one of the most thoroughly documented mass events in recent history. A group of friends set out for a routine weekend trip to a popular riverside camping and fishing area. But their outing quickly turned strange. Scattered throughout the shallow river and along the rocky bank were black metal fragments glinting in the sunlight. At first they suspected an aircraft crash, yet the material appeared too smooth and uniform to match conventional planes. Some pieces bore unfamiliar symbols, and the edges looked precisely cut rather than torn. Local rumors suggested a possible UFO crash. Uneasy, the group left the site. Later officials found no records of missing aircraft, deepening the mystery surrounding the river debris. In 2024, a tourist in Mexico was filming mountain scenery when his attention was drawn to something unusual in the sky. The region was known for reports of aerial phenomena, and this site seemed to fit those stories. A small glowing orb appeared and began descending with a controlled descent, unlike a drone or balloon. As it drew closer, it pulsed with shifting light and followed a precise path toward the mountains. The object suddenly accelerated and disappeared behind the peaks. At that exact moment, the tourist's camera shut off despite a full battery. Later inspections found no malfunction, deepening the mystery. A leaked video online showed a disturbing scene in a remote forest, sparking debate over its authenticity. The footage, seemingly shot with professional equipment, revealed a strange being lying restrained on a stretcher. It had a thin body, gray skin, a large pointed head, and oversized black eyes without visible pupils. Yellow restraints held it in place as armed soldiers stood guard, their faces obscured, suggesting a secured recovery operation. The video ended abruptly, fueling speculation of a nearby crash and raising questions about government involvement and the fate of the being. Did you like this video? Don't just stop at the like button. If you're watching on your phone, hit that hype too. Witnesses reported a remarkable UFO sighting along the coastline, marking one of the most unusual maritime encounters in recent years. The region was already known for unexplained activity, but this event stood out for its clarity and low altitude. A flying saucer-like craft traveled just 20 to 30 feet above the waves, maintaining a steady height while adjusting to the ocean's surface. Its metallic body reflected in the water as it moved silently along the shore, The waves beneath it formed circular disturbances, and beachgoers felt vibrations in the air. The sighting prompted collaboration between marine biologists and UFO researchers, fueling speculation about underwater activity near coastlines. During a routine archaeological survey in a remote, inaccessible region, an explorer uncovered a startling discovery in a dry, rocky area where erosion had exposed buried remains. A massive, oddly shaped skull lay partially embedded in sediment, unlike any known animal in scientific records. The size suggested a being 8 to 10 feet tall, with unusually dense bone and an enormous cranial capacity. Tests on collected samples were inconclusive, with some indicating an age predating known human civilization, leaving the skull's origin unexplained. What do you think? Do you believe that aliens exist? Let us know in the comments below. Two hikers encountered a shocking sight during a familiar afternoon hike under clear skies. Above the ridgeline hovered a black disc-shaped craft with a raised center and a smooth, light-absorbing surface. Below it floated a silent oval object that rotated slowly and held position without visible support. As one hiker cautiously approached, the smaller object turned toward him, and a low vibration was felt through the ground. Their shaky footage shows both objects hovering for several minutes before rising straight up at extreme speed and vanishing. A resident filming the skyline at sunset captured something unexpected near the Space Needle. A fast-moving object streaked across the sky, visible only when the high frame rate footage was reviewed. The craft executed sharp turns and instant direction changes, impossible for conventional aircraft. In slowed footage, it appeared sleek and metallic, with no wings or control surfaces, moving silently between buildings. Experts later analyzed the video and found no signs of manipulation. Its interaction with light and its passage behind structures confirmed it was a physical object, not an illusion, drawing major attention from local media and researchers. While filming a city skyline from a helicopter during a routine news assignment, a reporter and officials spotted something unusual on a clear day. A fast-moving object appeared behind tall buildings, then vanished at extreme speed without a sonic boom. It reappeared elsewhere moments later, prompting officials to launch a drone in pursuit. The object easily outpaced the drone, accelerating upward and disappearing into the atmosphere. Aviation experts reviewed it, but found no conventional explanation, citing the object's speed, maneuverability, and apparent awareness. The segment became one of the most viewed news clips of the year. In rural China, a local resident spotted a disc-shaped object hovering above a rice field in broad daylight. The witness, a respected community member, observed the craft about 50 feet above the ground, close enough to see details. It appeared metallic and mirror-like, with geometric panels on its underside and no visible propulsion. The object hovered silently before rising vertically, accelerating upward until it vanished into the sky. Multiple nearby farmers witnessed the same event and reported it to authorities. Officials documented consistent testimonies, and soil samples from the area later showed unusual magnetic properties lasting several weeks, making the sighting one of the region's most credible cases. As night fell over a busy city, commuters leaving downtown offices noticed a massive object hovering silently above the financial district. The enormous craft, estimated to be the size of a football field, had an irregular shape and pulsing multicolored lights along its edges. Despite windy conditions, it remained perfectly still and made no sound. Hundreds of witnesses photographed and filmed it over nearly 20 minutes, flooding social media. News helicopters arrived just as the object drifted toward the outskirts, then accelerated rapidly and vanished. Footage from many angles confirms one of the most documented urban UFO sightings on record. Two friends on a nighttime jungle expedition discovered something unexpected in a forest known for strange reports. In a clearing sat a black, smooth craft resembling a sci-fi spaceship with no visible windows or doors. Its surface absorbed moonlight, edged by a faint glow, and it emitted no sound, creating an unnatural silence. The object appeared about 30 feet wide and 15 feet tall, possibly hovering just above the ground. As they recorded photos and video, they noticed unfamiliar symbols on part of the hull and felt a noticeable drop in temperature nearby. Later analysis found no conventional explanation for the craft. During an early morning fishing trip near a remote lake, a local witnessed a massive object hovering silently above the far shore. Familiar with normal air traffic, he immediately recognized it as unusual. Despite morning mist, the object appeared enormous, far larger than any aircraft, estimated to be several hundred feet long. It had a dark cylindrical shape with rounded ends and possible paneling along its surface. The craft remained motionless for several minutes, pulsing faintly, before gradually becoming transparent and vanishing without moving away. Photos taken on a phone confirmed the sighting. Later analysis noted unusual light distortions, suggesting advanced technology capable of manipulating visibility. During a routine morning walk through a familiar neighborhood park, a man encountered something unexpected on an unusually empty bench. A thin, gray-skinned being with an elongated skull, long limbs, and oversized dark eyes sat quietly, its fingers clasped as if in thought. The creature appeared unaware of him at first. After about 30 seconds, it slowly turned its head, making brief but intense eye contact that left the man feeling an unusual sensation. Authorities later found three-toed footprints, spaced wider than human steps. The encounter remains unexplained, and the man now avoids that path. While hiking off established trails, a man discovered a hidden ravine where an old alien-looking craft lay partially buried under vegetation. The oval-shaped object, about 25 feet long, showed heavy weathering, with vines and moss covering its hull. Part of the craft was torn open, revealing a dark interior with possible seats or controls. No bodies or removable equipment were found, suggesting it had been abandoned long ago. The hiker recorded video, marked the location, and reported it. Authorities later confirmed it was unlike any known aircraft and removed it for further study, though its origin remains unexplained. During a solo winter expedition in a snow-covered forest, an explorer encountered a startling sight in a clearing. A dark, disc-shaped craft about 40 feet wide rested on the snow. Nearby, a tall, thin being emerged and walked toward the craft. The figure stood roughly 7 to 8 feet tall, had pale skin, wore no visible clothing, and showed no reaction to the cold. An opening appeared in the hull, allowing the being to enter. The craft glowed blue and lifted silently, leaving a circular impression with partially melted snow. Later tests found elevated but safe radiation levels. Investigators confirmed physical evidence consistent with the report. On October 10, 2023, passengers aboard a flight from Bogotá to Salento, Colombia, witnessed an unusual object flying alongside their plane at cruising altitude under clear skies. The metallic object matched the aircraft's speed and altitude, hovering about 100 feet away. Roughly spherical with irregular features, it reflected sunlight and was unlike any known aircraft or drone. Passengers recorded video as it remained visible for about 5 minutes. Pilots reported the sighting to air traffic control, which confirmed no other aircraft in the area. Authorities later investigated but did not explain, stating only that it posed no threat. On July 7, 2024, during afternoon rush hour in Curitiba, Brazil, commuters witnessed an unidentified object hovering above a busy intersection. Drivers and pedestrians stopped to record as the craft floated silently a few hundred feet above the city. The object appeared metallic, rotated slowly, and seemed to change shape from a disc to a more elongated form. No sound was heard. After several minutes, it ascended vertically into the clouds and vanished. Traffic briefly halted as videos spread across social media and local news. Authorities received hundreds of consistent reports, and researchers later analyzed the footage. No conventional explanation has accounted for the sighting, making it one of Brazil's most credible mass UFO events. In 2018, passengers on a flight to Athens spotted an unidentified object while cruising over the Aegean Sea under clear skies. The metallic, disc-shaped object appeared to pace the plane, maintaining distance while performing sharp turns, sudden stops, and rapid acceleration without visible propulsion. It pulsed with rhythmic lights and seemed to vanish and reappear in different positions. Several passengers recorded video, and flight attendants also witnessed the event. The encounter lasted about 10 minutes before the object sped away. Greek authorities later investigated, collecting consistent testimonies and video evidence. Military radar data showed an unidentified target in the area, leaving the sighting officially unexplained. In Valencia, Venezuela, two friends driving to work noticed a dark, perfectly circular ring hovering among the clouds in broad daylight. The object appeared solid and three-dimensional, remaining motionless despite drifting clouds and wind. Its dark color contrasted sharply with the sky, ruling out a cloud or optical effect. The friends pulled over to film as other drivers also stopped to watch. The ring hovered for about 15 minutes, then gradually became transparent and vanished without moving away. Meteorologists confirmed it was not weather-related. Shared online, the footage drew wide attention from researchers, but no conventional explanation has accounted for the sighting. A tourist on the Williamsburg Bridge was filming a large flock of birds over New York City when their movement suddenly changed. Thousands of birds formed a clear, recognizable face in the sky, with distinct eyes, nose, and mouth, visible for about 20 seconds. The birds then dispersed and returned to normal flight. The video spread widely online, sparking debate. Ornithologists confirmed the birds were starlings but could not explain how such a detailed shape formed. With no environmental trigger identified, the footage remains one of the most debated aerial anomalies, straddling the line between rare natural behavior and an unexplained phenomenon. In July 2023, a security camera recorded a small unidentified object maneuvering over a residential area during early morning hours. It displayed blinking lights in patterned sequences and sometimes emitted a circular glow that illuminated the ground below. Its movements showed instant acceleration and hovering, unlike known drones. The object appeared on multiple nights over 2 weeks at similar times and made no sound. Video experts confirmed the footage was unaltered and showed a physical object interacting with light and casting shadows. Aviation authorities reported no aircraft in the area. The object's origin and purpose remain unexplained. During a summer evening in Florida, a homeowner observed a bright, self-luminous orb hovering in the dark sky. The spherical object maintained steady brightness and altitude, sometimes remaining motionless before drifting slowly. Locals reported seeing it repeatedly over several weeks at similar times. The homeowner set up cameras and recorded multiple appearances over a month, showing the orb holding its shape and glow for up to an hour. Other residents confirmed sightings, noting it sometimes dimmed or moved when people gathered. Astronomers ruled out stars, planets, drones, and weather balloons due to their behavior and size. With no official explanation, the recurring Florida orb remains unexplained and closely watched. A video from Foshan, China, showed what appeared to be massive buildings floating above the clouds, sparking global debate and theories about parallel worlds or advanced technology. Experts later explained the phenomenon as a Fata Morgana, a rare atmospheric mirage caused by temperature inversions that bend light. This effect can project distant objects into the sky, similar to ships appearing to float above water. Meteorologists confirmed the buildings were likely from a faraway city, visually lifted by refracted light. The phenomenon lasted several hours, was recorded by multiple witnesses, and is considered one of the most striking examples of a Fata Morgana ever documented. While working at the Subaru telescope on Mauna Kea in Hawaii, a researcher observed a glowing spiral spinning in the night sky during a routine session. The telescope, located nearly 14,000 feet above sea level, captured the phenomenon in sharp detail shortly after a SpaceX satellite launch. The Subaru team shared that the spiral was likely caused by a rocket's upper stage venting fuel while spinning during orbital insertion. The released fuel froze and reflected sunlight, forming the geometric pattern. Though unusual, the effect has been seen before and highlights how space launches can create dramatic visuals often mistaken for unexplained phenomena. In the United States, a skywatcher reported seeing a massive object glide silently over a city, its strange blue lights and enormous size immediately setting it apart from any conventional aircraft. The object's unusual bow-like shape and lack of sound prompted serious questions about its origin as it moved steadily across the sky. As footage of the encounter was shared online, additional witnesses came forward, independently describing the same object with strikingly similar details. The consistency of these reports intensified speculation and led many observers to question long-held assumptions, suggesting that the possibility of extraterrestrial existence may warrant more serious consideration than ever before. A local resident driving along a road in Mexico noticed a shiny oval-shaped object suspended in the sky, instantly drawing his attention. The object remained completely motionless, behaving unlike any airplane or balloon and appearing unaffected by gravity. As he continued to observe it closely, confusion turned into astonishment, and the possibility that it could be an alien craft crossed his mind. What began as an ordinary drive quickly became an extraordinary encounter, leaving him stunned by the unexpected sight above the roadway. A strange incident unfolded in Serbia when a man recording video in his neighborhood noticed two bright orbs appearing far in the distance. Though small in size, one glowed blue while the other emitted an orange light, making them clearly visible against the background. The orbs seemed to appear and vanish in tandem, creating the impression that they were interacting with each other in a deliberate pattern. As the man tried to interpret what he was witnessing, he speculated about unsettling possibilities, including a supernatural explanation, though no clear conclusion could be reached. The true nature of the orbs remains unknown, leaving the sighting open to multiple interpretations. Airborne Encounter. A pilot cruising at high altitude noticed something unexpected ahead as he looked out through the cockpit window. A black disc-shaped object approached the aircraft from the front, moving smoothly and at remarkable speed through the air. Its motion and appearance did not resemble any known drone or conventional aircraft. As the object passed close by, the pilot realized he had experienced a startling encounter that raised serious questions about its origin, leading him to consider the possibility that the craft was not of human design and that its occupants were traversing Earth's skies. The sky above us continues to hold mysteries that challenge our understanding and spark our imagination. What makes these 30 cases particularly compelling is the quality of evidence, the credibility of witnesses, and the consistency of reports across different locations and time periods. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming journeys. See you next time.